What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Jess4TV Presents. I'm Jess Sayin, my audio diary. And in this episode, I'm just saying, I just want to recap my weekend with you guys. I went to Jeep Beach in Virginia Beach, and I want to talk about it. It's an intimate indulge. Let's get into it. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Boom boom. My no strings attached audio diary. That's what I'm calling it, because that's how I feel. It's time to lift the words from the pages and just get it out, y'all. Get hip to this new wave audio diary. Once again, welcome back. I am your favorite cousin, Jess, but also here on this particular scene, your hostess, doing the mostest, Jess with the mess, loud, proud, and bass booming with real talk in your ear. I hope all is well. How is everybody doing out there? Good, great, awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this bonus episode. You could have clicked anywhere. You could have been anywhere, but you're right here with me, and I appreciate that. Before we dive deep and indulge, of course, y'all know y'all gotta head over to my IG. I'm just saying that's IMJESS_SAYN and check the kid out over there. Come interact, come send me a DM, come talk to me, cousin. Also, make sure that you subscribe from whatever platform that you're currently streaming, tuning into, and tap in. Lastly, for the real engagement, entertainment, and reaction, make sure you head over to Jess4TV over on YouTube and subscribe there as well so that you don't miss out on the video components of these audio episodes, plus a little bit of everything extra that is Jess. Okay, now that we've gotten those formalities out of the way, go ahead and grab you a bottle of water, your pencil, and your notepad, and let's dive into my recap of Jeep Beach in Virginia Beach. Okay, so as you all know, it's been the season of all things Jeeps, right? Specifically, Wrangler Nation or nothing, but it's always been just for Jeep life. Even though I did film a lot this weekend, I got a bunch of footage for you guys. I got to put the video together over on YouTube. So again, make sure you go ahead over there and subscribe so that you don't miss out. But I also just wanted to sit in the whip, sit in the Jeep, and really just chop it up with you guys over here on the podcast, as well as if you're watching this currently on YouTube. I wanted to bring Jeep life to the podcast because a lot of you guys have just been asking for more Jeep content. So before the video, I just wanted to really just sit down and talk to you guys about my experience and just recap my whole weekend that was Jeep Beach at Virginia Beach. So today is November 14th, 2022. Jeep Beach actually occurred November 11th through the 13th, 2022. So legit like yesterday. I just gotten back from Jeep Beach. It was really nice. I guess I just want to start off with just the whole process, the registration process. So I found out about this event on Facebook. So I was like, okay, this might be something interesting, might be something, that I'm into or whatever. So I went on the website. The registration was super easy and it gave you a couple of events that you could register for as far as your Jeep goes. So you could do a beach cruise, you could do a beach sand course, you could do a show and shine, and I want to say that was it. I chose to do the 9:30 event that occurred Saturday. I ended up paying a total of $75. I think it was $60 actually for the beach cruise, which was all I wanted to do, and then an additional wristband for another passenger. The website was really user-friendly, very intuitive. It was quick and easy. I got my receipt. On the website, it did give you all the instructions that you needed, everything that was going to occur during the weekend. It had a really detailed schedule, which I'm all about an itinerary. So I loved that. It did say that you would need to bring your own portable compressor, which I did not have. So I had scoured Amazon from August up until like a week before the event, just looking for the perfect compressor. So I needed to find a compressor that was going to be suitable to air down those tires, which you don't really need an air compressor to air down your tires. You needed to air your tires back up. And I needed to go from 37 all the way down to 15 or 17, somewhere in between there. So looking for a compressor, it wasn't like a hard process, but of course, me, I didn't really know the ins and outs or what I really needed to be looking for, but I ended up finding a compressor. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will link it in the description box below. If you're just tuning into the audio recording, I will link it in the show notes below as well. But yeah, I got a compressor. It worked really well. The only issues that I did have with that compressor was it got so hot. But it did really, really, really good with airing my tires back up. It literally took less than 10 minutes for all 4 tires. So I was really, really happy about that. But yeah, the air compressor and the registration, that all went really well. I think another instruction was that you had to put your Jeep in 4-wheel drive while driving on the sand, which I did not do, which I also found out a lot of my other fellow Jeepers there did not do as well. But a lot of Jeeps did get stuck. But guess why they got stuck? They were not Wranglers. What y'all doing here? We're going to talk about that in a little bit because I have my qualms about that. We left out on Friday. We left Friday morning. We left really, really early and we got there. We were able to check into our hotel. We didn't stay at the host hotel specifically because it was already sold out and booked up by the time I had booked my hotel room. But check in or to pick up your packet for the Jeep Beach weekend, they had 2 separate check-ins, Friday and Saturday. Friday's check-in times were from like 10 to 8 p.m. and I ended up going to pick up my packet, I think around like 2 o'clock. So that was really chill, really easy process. And then that night or that evening, they had a little meet and greet happy hour at the host hotel. But that was from 5 to 8 p.m. I didn't make it to that. We chose to do something that was Jeep related. So into Saturday, again, I chose to do the 9:30 beach cruise, which was so fun. Just that whole experience, meeting up and seeing all the Jeeps. You guys, there were so many Jeeps. I got so many ducks. My windshield is to capacity. I cannot fit any more ducks in my windshield. The actual experience of driving on the beach was a really great experience. I'm so glad that I went and I got out of my comfort zone and actually did something that is actually Jeep related because now it just makes me want to do more. So I'm just looking forward to really being in that lifestyle and all that good stuff because it was super duper fun. So I got a lot of goodies, got a lot of ducks. I got this shirt, I got a free bag, I purchased another bag, and I got a bunch of stickers. I got a bunch of stuff. There were a lot of vendors, a lot of mods and stuff that you can purchase. They had the Show and Shine event, which I didn't make it to, but also it rained that Friday. So I kind of knew that probably wasn't going to be anything that I would want to participate in. So I didn't end up even going to see all the Jeeps that participated in that. But overall, what I liked about the experience was just the Jeep life, the community, which I have talked about before in my pros and cons video. So make sure you guys head over to Jess4TV on my YouTube channel and check out that video. But just the being in the community, like everybody was so friendly. It was just a really dope experience and just a really good feeling to be around other Jeepers and enthusiasts like myself who really just get into their Jeep. Like, of course, there was some modded out Jeeps out there, y'all. Like, some of them Jeeps, some of my cousins out there is doing a damn thing with a Jeep. Like, it looked so good. A lot of those Jeeps look really good. A lot of people put a lot of hard work into their Jeeps, and I am so appreciative of it. Like, just to be in the vicinity or just to be in the presence of all those Jeeps, it was just a really dope experience. As far as the negatives about the whole event or some things that could change, I think just the meet and greets or the bars or just areas that the Jeepers could come and really just, talk and chop it up and things like that. Because I did go to a happy hour Saturday night, but it wasn't like it was okay. You got 10% off your drinks, 10% off your food and things of that nature. But just as far as linking, it could have been better. I think just like blocks of time throughout the entire weekend to just link up with the other Jeepers. I felt like that was few and far between. Also, I think the event times, as far as being able to do the beach cruises, as far as the sand courses, I wasn't gonna do that. I already knew I wasn't about that life. This is my daily driver. This is my only vehicle, so the liability, I couldn't fade it. So I think that the actual beach cruise, the times that could have been offered, I think that they were trying to just accommodate, the beach access, which is totally fine. I get that, understood. But just a 7:30 and a 9:30 beach cruise, like y'all could have came with a 9:30 and an 11:30 because it wasn't like we drove the full length of the beach. It was from like 20th Street to like 36. So it wasn't like we were like in people's way. And number two, it was November. So there weren't a lot of people on the beach, but the weather was fire. Like they couldn't have picked, a better weekend to have Jeep Beach at Virginia Beach because the weather was so nice. I think at one point on Saturday it had gotten to like 75-ish, and normally at the beach that's cold, but even at night 60 degrees felt like 70 degrees. It was so warm, so I think that made the event, perfect. Sunday was cold as hell. On Sunday it was freezing, but Saturday was perfect. So I'm glad that I chose to do my beach cruise on Saturday. Granted, again, it was early as hell. It was at like 9:30 in the morning. So, but again, I just wish there were just more opportunities to link and a way to just identify like all the Jeepers. Like, yeah, we had our little badges on, and you know me, I was walking around like, hey, cousin, like I'm waving my badge or whatever because, I wanted to see who else was out there, as far as Jeeps and Wranglers. So that brings me to my next negative. There was a lot of Jeeps, but there were also a lot of Jeeps that weren't Wranglers. And in my head, I'm thinking like, you know, Wranglers. Wrangler or nothing. Wrangler boss. No? But somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I don't care. But there was just a lot of non-Wranglers. And those were the Jeeps that were doing the sand courses or doing the beach cruise, and they were getting stuck. So I don't know. That really just made me feel some type of way to just see people really ducking Cherokee. Like, y'all really be ducking Cherokees. Y'all really be ducking Grand Cherokees and other Jeeps that are not Wranglers. I don't know. For me, it's Wrangler or nothing. If you feel some type of way, that ain't my issue. Sue me. I don't know. Sue your mama. Sue your daddy. I don't care. But for me, it's Wrangler or nothing. Like, yes, hey, all y'all other Jeeps, but Wrangler Nation. I can't say that enough. Wrangler Nation all day. But yes, overall, once again, it was a great event, great time. Glad that I got to experience it. Glad that I got to experience it with the people who came along with me. Glad to see a lot of you guys out there. I saw a couple of my cousins who spoke. So, all in all, it was just a really good event. I will go back next year. Absolutely, I'm going to be there. And I have to attribute the less of it all, or what I expected to be more, because it was the first annual event, in Virginia Beach. And that's what a lot of people were saying. Like, they were just so happy that, the event finally has come to Virginia Beach. But I feel like it could have been just a little bit more thought out or whatever, because just listening to a lot of the people, to go to the Jeep events in Ocean City, to go to the ones in Daytona, which I will be going to. I'm hitting all of that next year. Like, they're so thought out. They're so just up to par. Like, it's such a great time. Your expectations are exceeded. So I'm hoping that next year Virginia Beach they come all the way through with what they're supposed to come through with, because it was a really great event. And to be not too far from me, it was a perfect little road trip. And again, to be right in Virginia Beach, I go to Virginia Beach at least once a year anyway. So with all that being said, it was a really great weekend. I hope that you guys stay tuned for the video portion of it. I got a lot of great footage. And I can't wait to edit it, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So I can't stress this enough. Make sure you guys head over to Jess4TV over on YouTube so that you can subscribe so that you don't miss out on that video once it does come out. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to grace you with my vocal presence and talk about my recap and experience at Jeep Beach, and I hope to do it again very soon. I hope that you allow me that opportunity, because I'm just saying, there's always something to discuss, cousin.